Hey, everybody, and welcome back to AI for BIZ. Now, if you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, or side hustle hero like me,
Mhm.
that keeping up with AI can feel like a full-time job in itself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It really can. You see all the headlines, all the buzzwords, but then you're left wondering, how does any of this actually help me grow my business?
And that is exactly why we're here today. We're going to cut through all the noise and show you how AI can be your secret weapon, no matter your tech skills.
Yeah.
And to help us with that, we have an expert who's breaking down the complexities of AI into practical, actionable steps that you can start using today.
Awesome. And you might be surprised to hear this, but even a decade ago, folks in the tech world were writing off AI as just a fad or even a job killer.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Rad, one of the experts we spoke with for this episode, even admits he thought creative fields were safe.
hmm
And now AI is composing music, writing ad copy, designing logos. It's wild.
I remember those days, too. It really goes to show how quickly things can change. But here's the thing. Instead of fearing AI, we can harness its power. And Mike actually compares AI to a superpowered intern.
I love that analogy. It's a great one. Think about it. You wouldn't just throw an intern into a project without any guidance, right? You give them clear instructions, training, and feedback. And it's the same with AI. And just like a great intern can help you scale your business, so can AI.
Okay, so I'm getting the whole AI as an intern picture, but walk us through how to actually train AI to work for our businesses.
Well, it all comes down to systems. Just like any good manager, you need to set clear expectations and have documented processes in place. If that's something you need help with, by the way, we have a whole bunch of videos on building solid business systems right here on the AI4BIZ channel.
Perfect.
So check it out.
Now, you might be thinking, systems, that sounds complicated. But it doesn't have to be. Even something as simple as automating how you monitor government updates for tax purposes, which one bookkeeper we spoke to did, can save you literally like 1,000 hours.
It's incredible, right? Yeah. And when you have those systems in place, AI can really shine. Mike breaks down AI integration into three key levels: mentor, brainstorming partner, and virtual assistant.
Okay, let's break those down one by one. First up, mentor. What does that look like?
Okay, so imagine AI as your strategic advisor, always available to answer your toughest business questions. Let's say you're struggling with pricing strategy for a new product. Instead of just guessing, you could feed your AI all the relevant data, your cost competitor pricing market trends, and it can help you pinpoint the sweet spot that maximizes profit.
So AI is my own personal consultant. I like it. All right, next we've got brainstorming partner. What's that all about?
This is where AI can help unlock your creativity. Ever get stuck in a rut trying to come up with fresh ideas? AI can help you brainstorm new product ideas, marketing campaigns, or even blog topics based on your existing data and industry trends. You could literally be on a walk talking through ideas out loud and have AI capture and organize those thoughts for you later.
Wow, that's amazing. And I'm guessing the third level virtual assistant is all about automating tasks.
You got it. Think about all those repetitive tasks that suck up your time: scheduling social media posts, answering routine customer emails, entering data into spreadsheets. AI can handle all of that for you, freeing you up to focus on the bigger picture stuff.
Sounds like a dream. But let's get real here. How do we actually onboard this so-called alien intelligence?
Well, it's not as sci-fi as it sounds. It really comes down to treating AI like a new team member. Remember those systems we talked about? Those are crucial. Clear instructions, well-defined processes, and ongoing feedback are key. Just like you wouldn't expect an intern to read your mind. You need to give AI specific details to get the results you want.
So instead of just telling AI to write me a marketing plan, we need to break down the task into smaller steps and provide clear examples.
Exactly. It's all about providing context. Mike actually recommends a 10-80-10 framework. 10% of your time goes to planning, 80% to execution, and 10% to reviewing and refining AI's output. It's like any other project. You need a solid, plan-efficient execution, and then time to tweak and improve.
That's helpful. So it's not just about setting AI loose and hoping for the best. We need to be actively involved in the process. Speaking of getting involved, what are some quick wins small business owners can start with? Where can we see immediate results?
Look for tasks that are frequent and dreaded. Those are prime candidates for automation. Things like naming new products or services. There's actually a great AI tool called Namelix that can help with that. Or how about keyword research for your website or marketing campaigns? Tools like SEMrush and Answer the Public can analyze massive amounts of data to help you find the keywords that will bring you more customers.
And I bet generating product descriptions falls into that category too. Spending hours writing compelling copy for each item on your website is a thing of the past.
Absolutely. Another great example is troubleshooting software glitches. Instead of wasting hours on hold with tech support, AI can often diagnose and fix those pesky problems in minutes. Think about the time and frustration you could save.
Oh, and don't even get me started on data entry and bookkeeping. Spreadsheets are the bane of my existence.
And guess what? AI can automate a lot of those tedious tasks too. But here's the key. AI is only as good as the data it's fed. So the more organized your data is, the better results you'll get.
So if we're thinking about implementing AI in the future, we need to start getting our data in order now. It's like prepping for a big feast. You need to have all your ingredients prepped and ready to go.
Exactly. And remember, don't be afraid to experiment. You don't need to be a tech whiz to start using AI. There are tons of user-friendly tools out there. Dedicate a few hours to playing around, testing things out, and seeing what works for you. It's all about learning by doing.
Awesome. We're going to jump into a ton more examples in the next part of this episode, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss it. But in the meantime,
Start thinking about this. What area of your business, if dramatically improved by AI, would have the biggest positive impact?
welcome back to AI for BIZ. For all of you entrepreneurs and side hustlers out there, we're continuing our deep dive into how AI can revolutionize your business.
Yeah, we're picking up right where we left off, exploring the idea of AI not just as a taskmaster, but as a creative partner that can help you level up in ways you never imagined.
I'm excited to dig into that. You know, one of the experts we spoke to, Sam Wine, had this great analogy about AI being like a superpowered intern that you can train.
Right.
He really emphasized the importance of having clear systems in place to get the most out of AI.
No, absolutely. Sam's absolutely right. Think about it. When you bring on a new team member, you don't just throw them into the chaos and hope for the best.
Right.
You have onboarding processes, training manuals, and clear expectations.
Yeah.
It's the same with AI. The more structured your systems are, the more effectively AI can learn and perform.
And once you've got those systems in place, the possibilities are pretty incredible. AI can work tirelessly 24/7 without ever needing a coffee break.
Exactly. And that's where the real power of AI comes in. It can handle those repetitive tasks that would take a human team hours, days, or even weeks to complete. Let's say you want to send personalized follow-up emails to every customer after a purchase. AI can analyze their purchase history, browsing behavior, and even their location to craft a message that's tailored specifically to them.
Wow, that's way beyond just adding someone's name to an email. That's true personalization at scale. Now, we talked about onboarding AI in the last part, but how do we make sure this alien intelligence actually understands what we need it to do?
Mike Rad, another expert we interviewed, really hit on this. He reminded us that AI is essentially a powerful tool, but it needs clear instructions and context to be effective. Just like you wouldn't expect an intern to know exactly what you're thinking. You can't just give AI a vague command and expect amazing results.
Well, no more write me a marketing plan and hoping for the best.
Exactly. Break it down. Instead, you might say, analyze my website traffic for the past month, identify the top 3 performing blog posts, and create a social media campaign promoting those posts. See the difference?
Ah, so it's all about providing clear, specific instructions and giving AI the context it needs to understand the task. And speaking of providing context, Mike had a brilliant suggestion for training AI using Loom videos.
Loom videos are game changers. Think of them like visual SOPs, standard operating procedures. Instead of just giving AI written instructions, you can record your screen and walk through a process step by step. This is especially helpful for tasks like processing orders, managing customer inquiries, or even creating social media graphics.
So it's like creating a training video for your AI intern. That makes so much sense, especially for tasks that involve multiple steps or visual elements. Now, I know a lot of small business owners are probably thinking, okay, all this sounds great, but where do I even start?
That's where Mike's Henny 10 framework comes in. Remember, 10% planning, 80% execution, and 10% review and refinement. Don't get bogged down in trying to automate everything at once. Start small and focus on those quick wins.
Let's talk about those quick wins. What are some tasks that small business owners can easily automate with AI right now?
We touched on a few earlier things like generating product names with Namelicks, doing keyword research with SEMrush or Answer the Public, and creating product descriptions. Those are great starting points. But here's another one, troubleshooting software issues.
Oh my gosh, yes. I can't tell you how many hours I've wasted on hold with tech support. If AI can help me fix those problems faster, sign me up.
AI can often diagnose and solve those common tech glitches in minutes, saving you time and frustration. And while we're on the topic of tasks that make us want to pull our hair out, how about data entry and bookkeeping?
Spreadsheets are the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
I would love to hand those off to AI.
You and me both. AI can be a lifesaver when it comes to automating those tedious, repetitive tasks. But here's a crucial point that came up repeatedly in our research. AI thrives on data. The more organized and structured your data is, the more effectively AI can analyze it and deliver results.
So it's not just about having a lot of data. It's about having clean, accurate data that AI can actually understand. That's a good reminder for all of us to start thinking about how we're managing our data, even if we're not quite ready to implement AI yet.
Absolutely. Think of it like building a strong foundation for your house. The better the foundation, the stronger and more stable your house will be. And the same goes for AI. The better your data foundation, the more you'll be able to get out of AI.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
Now, before we move on to the final part of this episode, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier, the idea of AI as a creative partner.
That's one of the most exciting aspects of AI. We often think of AI as a tool for automation, but it can also be a powerful catalyst for creativity and innovation. Think about it. AI can analyze massive data sets of information and identify patterns and trends that we humans might never notice. It can help us generate new ideas, connect seemingly disparate concepts, and come up with solutions we never would have thought of on our own.
So instead of replacing human creativity, AI can actually amplify it.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting. Imagine having a brainstorming partner who can process information at lightning speed and offer unique insights that spark your imagination. AI can help you push the boundaries of what's possible and come up with truly innovative solutions for your business.
That's a powerful thought. And as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I have a challenge for all of you watching. Think about one area of your business where AI could help you take things to the next level.
Whether it's boosting efficiency, sparking creativity, or unlocking new opportunities, I encourage you to embrace the possibilities. We'll be back in the final part of this episode to explore even more ways AI can transform your business.
Welcome back to AI for BIZ. We're wrapping up our three-part deep dive into AI for small businesses.
And we've covered a lot of ground, from understanding the basics of AI to exploring those practical applications and strategies for implementation.
But here's the thing. This is really just the beginning. AI is constantly evolving, and the possibilities are truly limitless.
It really is. Yeah, it's like we're standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted territory, and we're just starting to explore its potential.
I love that analogy. And one of the experts we spoke to for this episode, Crystal MCN, really emphasized the importance of community in navigating this new AI-powered landscape.
Absolutely. That's so important. It's easy to feel overwhelmed or even intimidated by AI, but we don't have to go it alone. There's a whole community of entrepreneurs, developers, and experts out there who are eager to share their knowledge and experiences.
And platforms like you two are incredible resources for connecting with those communities and learning from each other.
Oh, for sure. Right. Think about channels like Systemology, which breaks down the complexities of building robust business systems. Or podcasts like Jenna Gaidasek's AI for Interior Designers, which focuses on specific industry applications. These resources are invaluable for staying ahead of the curve and learning from the best.
It's like having a global network of mentors and collaborators right at our fingertips. And as Crystal pointed out, it's all about being intentional with how we use AI.
Yeah.
We can't just jump on every trend or adopt every new tool that comes along.
Right.
We need to be strategic and choose the technologies that align with our specific business goals and values.
Absolutely.
And it's also about recognizing that AI is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of continuous learning, experimentation, and adaptation.
For sure.
It's about embracing the adjacent possible, that space where new ideas and opportunities emerge when we push beyond our comfort zones.
I love that.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, Crystal shared a really interesting example of how AI can enhance customer service, and that's through using chatbots.
Oh, yeah. Chatbots have come a long way. They're no longer those clunky robotic systems that just frustrate customers. Now, with the power of AI, chatbots can understand natural language, answer complex questions, and even provide personalized recommendations.
And they can provide 24/7 support, which is a huge win for both businesses and customers.
For sure. Right. It's a perfect example of how AI can improve efficiency and customer satisfaction without sacrificing the human touch. And Madison Page, who hosts the Small Business Growth podcast, had some fantastic insights into how AI can help entrepreneurs streamline their daily operations.
I love Madison's story about using AI to troubleshoot her Nespresso machine.
Yes.
Just shows that AI can be applied to so many different aspects of our lives, both big and small.
Yeah, it's about thinking outside the box and seeing those possibilities. And Madison really emphasized the importance of providing AI with clear context and instructions.
It's like we've been saying throughout this entire series. AI is like that super-powered intern who needs clear guidance and training to excel. And remember, the quality of the output depends on the quality of the input.
Exactly. The more information we give AI, the better it can understand our needs and deliver the results we're looking for. And it's not just about automating tasks. AI can also be a powerful tool for generating new ideas and insights.
That's where it gets really exciting. We can use AI to analyze data, identify patterns, and make connections that we might never see on our own.
For sure. It's like having a brainstorming partner who can process information at warp speed and help us see the world from a different perspective.
And the more we experiment and explore, the more we'll unlock the true potential of AI.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into AI for small businesses, here's my final thought for you.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Don't be afraid to dive and experiment and see where AI can take you. The possibilities are truly endless.
Couldn't agree more.
We're living in an incredible time, folks. AI is no longer a futuristic fantasy. It's here, it's accessible, and it has the power to transform your business. Embrace the adventure, and be sure to share your experiences with us here on AI4BIZ. We're all in this together. Thanks for joining us.